Republican leaders held a press conference, and House Republican leader Jim Durkin basically, along with Senate President Bill Brady, were saying that in light of the circumstances that people are facing in the private sector, that there are questions about why isn't state government laying off people? Why aren't state workers taking pay cuts?
Well, there are two things to keep in mind, and I know that they want to cut state government no matter what, whether COVID-19 is here or not. But here we are in a pandemic, in an emergency, and it's now more than ever that we need to stand up for the social services that people need, to make sure that we can fund the programs that help them reduce their rent. This is exactly the time when you don't want to cut public health departments, when you don't want to cut back on our emergency management or on our Department of Innovation Technology. These are all things that now in the pandemic, in the emergency, you can see that state government should be doing. And in fact, we're going to have to do more because so many people have been financially damaged by this disease, by this infection. And so I would just suggest to them that the thing that we're looking at as we think about balancing the budget is the federal government going to step up for all of the states? We're not asking for anything special in Illinois. All of the states, Republican-led states and Democratic-led states, have the same issue. We had a fall off of revenues as a result of COVID-19, whether you're talking about Florida or you're talking about Georgia or you're talking about California, New York, or Illinois. And so they should at least acknowledge that their first, instinct to cut everything is wrong here. That what we ought to ask is, what do we need to preserve in state? What do we need to preserve in state government in order to provide supports for people all across the state?